please welcome Mr. David Koum Khan King.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So thank you for being here. My name is David Kuhn. Can you hear me at the back? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to talk about your life expands through exposure. You heard, be curious in life. Be curious in life. Get as many exposures. Okay? We will all learn something. I see here in the audience, some of you are quite young, so maybe when you finish university, you ask for internships. I did internships. You learn when you do internships. If you are an extrovert, maybe you like to meet new people. I like to meet new people, get new ideas. If you are a millennial, Gen Z, probably you're watching TikTok, Instagram, yeah, no problem. And my favorite, if you are an introvert, then maybe you read a book. So I get as many exposures as possible. I change jobs. I meet new people. I read books, learn cooking. Now my new venture, I'm teaching chess to kids. Very fulfilling. And here today, I am here for TEDx. Very excited. So four ideas I want to share with you. Number one, I work in London, and my boss comes to me and says, "Hey, David, don't have to be the smartest." Oh, really? Damn, work so hard. You don't have to work the longest. Oh, really? So what do we need to do then? And he says, people buy from people they like. People buy from people they like. Okay? We are all here. We are all offering something. We are all consuming something. How do you know people like you? That's what I ask myself. Do you need to talk nice to people? Do you need to dress nice? Do you have to be handsome or beautiful? Yeah, it helps, right? The shortest answer I found is you need to be good at what you do. Be good at your job. I promise you, if you're good at your job, many great things will happen. I was in Madagascar and doing an audit, and one guy says, he called his boss, "Hey, don't want to come to work today." And the boss say, "Oh, really?" And he's good, right? He says, "Oh yeah, no worries, no problem, tomorrow." That's how it is. Now, how do you know you're good at your job? How do you know? So I don't know if you watched the movie The Devil Wears Prada. Number 2 is out, already watched it. But number 1, okay, there's a scene where Andy goes in and complains to Nigel, "I'm killing myself for this job. Killing myself." The boss doesn't say thank you, nothing. And what does Nigel say? Nigel says, "You're not trying, you're whining." And Andy says, "Oh yeah, that's true." She changes her mindset. And what happens? She goes to Paris. She gets the promotion. Now, life, of course, right? You may be good at your job and someone doesn't like you. It's normal, human nature, right? So I was in this company and, someone said, yeah, my boss doesn't like me. And the HR says, what does the HR says? Yeah, of course, it's human or bias, totally normal. Now, what my boss told me is that if you don't like someone, you don't need to let the person know. And I say, why? Why is that? He's annoying me. He's giving me work. And he says, the person you don't like today could be your best friend in 5 years. He or she could be your client in 10 years. Or worse, your future boss. That is possible. So idea 1, people buy from people they like. Moving on to idea 2, which I wanted to share with you. There's a concept called weak ties. Weak ties. Weak ties are people that we rarely meet. If you want a new job, a higher pay, a new business partner, it's rarely going to be your parents or your family or relatives who will help you. It's usually the colleague that you have not met for 5 years and is now the head of HR. It is your university friend that you have not met for 20 years and is now CEO of a new startup. Very possible. So what do you do when you go to a conference, a training? Your company sends you to a training. You go to a wedding. What usually happens? You go in, you sit on a table, your family is here. You go to a training. Your colleague is on that table. The theory says you need to go and talk to people you don't know. People you don't know that you meet very rarely is going to be your weak ties. These are the people that may help you in the future. What do? I add everyone on LinkedIn. I don't know when they will contact me, but at least they say, oh yeah, David, yeah, somewhere in Mauritius. I organize annual dinner with friends I rarely meet. I recognize some faces here, very happy. Hope we can connect. I call friends every couple of months. And that's why companies do retreats, right? Accounting firm do a conference in Barcelona. People from China comes, people from Mauritius come. Why? Because these people don't meet, right? So idea 2, weak ties are people we rarely meet. Can you still hear me at the back? Raise your hand. Perfect. Idea 3, your sense of mission is what drives you. Okay? What is your mission in life? Anyone knows Elon Musk? Yeah? Raise your hand. Know Elon Musk? Wow. You guys invested in SpaceX, yeah? Future millionaire. Now, Elon Musk is a trillionaire. But money was never his goal. He's very poor. Very poor. No emotional intelligence. At age 6, he was alone, no friends. He started to read books. And that's when he says, yeah, my mission is to send people to Mars. That is his mission. I knew that SpaceX would be listed because I know that is his mission. Okay? Now, Elon Musk does not have a big house. His wife has. Elon Musk goes to Tesla factory. He sleeps on the floor because his mission is to make Tesla successful, ultimately to send people to Mars. Now, how do we find our mission? You all heard, right? Follow your passion. Yeah, what is that? What is that? So there is a Japanese concept called Ikigai. I don't know if you read, but it says 3 things. Do something that you like. Do something that you like. I like to play chess. Second question, do something that you're good at. I'm pretty good at chess. And then finally, do something that people are prepared to pay. If you get these 3, you have found your mission. So, find your mission. Idea 3 is your sense of mission will drive you. Finally, idea 4 I wanted to share with you. Conflict is inevitable. If you have seen the movie The Matrix, there's a line. The sound of inevitability. Do you have conflict at work? I'm pretty sure you do. With your parents? Yes. In your relationship? Yeah. We all know it is the most dreadful time of the year. You have the tax, but if you're working, it's appraisal time. Interim appraisal. Let me give you a hint. You don't like to do it. Your boss doesn't want to do it. HR hates it. But we have to do it. During appraisal, you'll probably say A. Your boss will say B, already a conflict. Now, how do we resolve conflict? So there's a theory that we have 4 kinds of people. 4 kinds of people. So I'm going to explain, and let's see which one you are. Okay, let's see that. First one, someone who is red, the color red. Someone who is red, he has 2 vocabulary, timelines and deadlines. He doesn't want to do chit-chat with you. He will say to you, when can you give me that? That deliverable. That's all he wants. He's going to be aggressive. He is. Now, he doesn't like if you're late. He is a baby boomer of his generation. He owns a business. If you're young, you need to get a job from them, right? So, then we have yellow. Yellow are people who likes to talk. Donald Trump always wants to be in front of the camera. Is he always accurate? Maybe not. He can talk. And then we have green. Green people are very pleasant, team worker. The only problem is when he says yes, he means no, actually. So, I don't know if you know these people. And then finally, we have blue. So blue people are detail-oriented. The budget was last Friday. He's a guy who's going to read all the budget summaries from all the accounting firms, from such business chambers. That's not me. Now, as we know this, how do we then handle conflict if we have this knowledge? Right? If I have to deal with a red and he says, yeah, hey, David, when is that deliverable coming up? Monday. And I say, I can't do on Monday, I'll do on Wednesday. Or I will say, when is your deadline? And I will say, what does a deliverable look like? So there's no surprise when I send him. If I send him a 2-pager and he's expecting a 50-page report. Yellow, if you're dealing with a yellow, do nothing, you just listen. All successful people take the time to listen. Very hard skill. If you're dealing with a green, I will say, I need this by Monday, but if you can't do it, and I'm pretty sure he won't do it, I'll say, you know what, I'll ask someone else to do it. At least he has a chance to do it. And finally, if you're dealing with a blue, do a bit of research first before the meeting, because this guy, if you say 15% and he says 14.3, can be very annoying. So I'll end with the code that I started. Be curious and get as many exposures as you can. Thank you.